Yo, what's up guys? My name is Maya and this is Behind the Beats, when we interview your favorite GVO artist about their most recent projects. This week, Billy Shakes is interviewing Marty Gray about his instrumental, production, and singing contribution on the most recent tracks. Let's check it out.
Thanks, Maya. I'm Billy Shakes. I'm so honored to be here interviewing. Last week I had the opportunity to get interviewed by one of my great friends, PJ Roberts. This week I have the chance to interview co-founder Marty Gray. Marty, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fantastic, man.
Chilling.
Thank you for having me over. We're chilling on Marty's porch right now.
Yep.
Burning some, one more time?
Some copal.
Copal.
Some copal.
If you're interested in being a witch, copal.
Yeah. I'm not a witch.
101. Copal.
I'm not a witch.
101. So we're gonna start off right away with the question we had submitted.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
For this project specifically, what came first, the music or the lyrics?
The music.
How did that?
The music came first.
How did that work?
First. We rented out a recording studio in Ann Arbor, and we rented it out for the whole weekend, from like 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. every day, for 2 days in a row. We just sat in the studio, mostly me and Keese, also known as the Slim Grim, and just made beats for the whole weekend. It was kind of insane.
Lyrics came when?
Different rappers sort of like jumped on different songs, different like tunes that they liked, different beats that they were vibing with, and over the course of like the next year and a half, wrote lyrics and wrote bars and wrote hooks, and it all just sort of came together in a really like non-structured way.
So the beats were done in like 2 days,
Yeah.
and the vocals took like a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we want to make sure everybody knows that.
Yeah.
How many songs did you touch as a producer or as an artist?
I think 13, 14. I don't remember exactly the number, but I think I don't touch 6 or 7 tracks. I think I like either produced, sang on, or like played on all but 6 tunes.
But in a way, you've touched every single track, right?
Yeah, because I mixed the entire thing. Boom. Roasted.
How many hours, guesstimate, ballpark, do you think it took you to mix and master
I don't want to say.
the 3
I
albums?
think it's kind of embarrassing. How many hours?
A few moments later.
I'm sure every song took 10 hours total to like get right. That also includes mastering it 3 times because I had like fucked up the first 2. Fucked it up. I'm not a mastering engineer. I'm not good.
Or if someone sends it back and says, here, you need to fix this.
Yes. Boom. Roasted. We listened to the first batch of masters and we were like, literally did like maybe we should try again. You multiply 10 by 24, you have 240 hours. That's like, I'll bet you it's 240 hours.
So, you mentioned production. How many instruments do you think you played for this project?
Piano.
Side question. How many instruments do you play?
How many instruments can I play?
Yeah.
Like a billion, but how many instruments will I play for like a respectable person? Like
Yeah.
3?
What's your favorite instrument?
Oh, I think drums. I love drums. I mean, I started playing drums in middle school. And like drums are my baby.
Yeah.
I love them.
I know. I remember your set in your basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My little duct tape. It was like, Marty, this is Marty's corner.
Yeah. How many
Drums.
on this project?
So drums, bass, piano are the big ones. Some guitar for one track,
Yeah.
like little dinky guitar stuff.
Yeah.
Saxophone.
For someone who doesn't
You
know
know.
how to play the saxophone, you
Yeah,
can
I'm
play
not-
the saxophone
I'm
pretty
not a
well.
saxophonist, but if you need like a that's sort of like I'm fine.
What was your favorite one to work on?
Maybe Cracks. I think Cracks is my favorite one to work on because it was the one track, for whatever reason, Zip and I could like be in a space together and actually talk about what we wanted the lyrics to look like at the end. I got to sit there with Zip and like ask him about what his verse was about. And, like try to really like understand his life a little bit. And there was a moment where I was like, man, Zip is so goddamn good. Holy shit. This kid is a whole trough of talent. Zip and I developed the beef of the track together. Joey, Truth, heard the track, and then he said, I wanna tack on this thing. It was like 3 months later. And in between him tacking on his thing and Zip and I recording, George Floyd happened. It was like in between. The George Floyd happened in between the last verse and the rest of the track.
Yeah, I think you said he wrote it, what was it, the day after or the day of, or?
I think hours after.
Yeah.
He explains that like he pushed it away in the back of his brain and didn't let that emotion fester and like develop itself until he was in front of the mic. I remember looking at Zip when he was recording it and being like,
Yeah.
and that's a whole like separate orb of that song that's there at the end. It's important and it's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it's the
it's
story of
one of
that
my
song.
favorite lines on the whole Chechen album.
Yeah, I'm a motherfucking visionary adversary.
Every time you gotta turn up.
Turn up for what?
One track that you definitely took charge in and set the vibe for was Chill. How did that come to be?
Yeah, okay, so Chill started as a joke. The whole 2 days I'm just like cranking music out, like cranking beats out, playing piano and going over here and doing a beat, and then over there like getting drums from Keith and add piano to this thing and then playing bass. I think at a certain point I just needed like a fucking reset.
I remember you were like, I'm doing something by myself right now, nobody bother me.
Everyone fuck off. Everyone fuck off. I'm like, I have been taking all of this so seriously. I'm a productive musician all day. I just want to make something stupid. I had half a mind to try to make something for Shit Bop almost. Shit Bop.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless plug.
Check
Shit
it
Bop.
out.
Check out Shit Bop.
SHIDBOP. Shit Bop, one word.
So then I did the whole beat. It was called Dinky at first, and I still kind of like think it's Dinky in my brain.
Absolutely,
The
I had to
beat-
think about it when I
the beat
said
was
Chill.
called, yeah, Chill.
Dinky?
The beat was called Dinky, and the whole beat was as is, right? I just like played the beat, just such Nintendo Wii music.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
So then they're like, this is such a lame vibe, but sometimes you gotta write a lame song.
He was just like, yeah, you know, I got like an idea for a hook, but like, I literally didn't take it seriously at all. It was just like kind of shitty. And he sang the hook as it is now, just the hook.
Girl, you make me feel woozy. Alcohol and jacuzzi.
And we were all like, that was so fire! And he was like, that was so shitty. Like, the point is that it was shitty.
And like, hopefully someone down the line, some fan is like, I really vibe with this energy. It's not very often that you get a lame energy in music. Like a song that just makes you feel so like flaccid. You know what I mean? It is. It's a flaccid song. It just makes you feel so like, I'm kind of a piece of shit.
All right, I think that's enough time we have for today. I'm gonna throw it back to Maya. Marty, it was a pleasure being here.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude.
It's good talking to you.
Of course, pleasure. Maya, back to you.
Thanks, Marty. Thanks, Billy. That concludes our first session of Behind the Beats. We'll be having more with your favorite GVO artists soon, so stick with us. And as always, good vibes only.